Chia. You guys are now listening to the Mr. Sanchez Show. I'm your host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my engineer in the background, Young Glizzy, making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. Everything is great. Straight out the frying pan into the fryer. I'm back. I woke up on the West Coast, took a flight, made it here. I'm back on the East Coast, man. I'm back in my home. I'm back in Miami, and it feels great. Don't let Miami get you down, guys. There's no place like it on earth. You know what I'm saying? And the more time I spend away, the more I want to come back. Las Vegas was good. I had a good time. I think I'm good off of Las Vegas for a while. I've gone there a lot. I've spent a lot of time over there. I always have it in my mind, like maybe I want to move there because of the industry I'm in. Maybe the grass is greener on the other side, but I'm here to tell you it's not. The climate over there is super dry. It's a full-time job to stay hydrated over there, especially if you're partying. You know what I'm saying? Just the dry desert will like suck the water straight out of your body. On top of that, you're probably drinking alcohol. You're doing 10,000 steps a day, walking all over that place. And yeah, it's a full-time job to stay hydrated, you know? But I did have fun. I had good luck gambling. I only played 2 hands, and I that's all I did. But I bet big on the 2 hands. I bet $400 on roulette. I won $400, and I rode out. And then I played 1 hand of blackjack. I won that surprisingly. I don't think I've won a hand of blackjack in a casino I can't remember the last time. It's always straight losses. But I got an 18, dealer busted. I took my money, and I rode out. I stayed at the Horseshoe. Don't recommend. It's like not like a super budget. It used to be the Bally's, but now they call it the Horseshoe. It's right next to Paris, and it just really ain't all that. And if you're going to fly 5 hours to experience Las Vegas, If you're going to fly 5 hours to experience Las Vegas, don't spare no expense. Get a beautiful room. Get it at a 5-star resort. Spend the extra money, and you're going to be a happier person. You know, it wasn't my first rodeo. I was kind of on a budget, so I went that way. Plus, the people I was staying with were booked there. Bro, there's a lot of ugly people, you know what I'm saying, in Las Vegas, bro. It's not. I'm not saying that I'm a good-looking person or that, but when I think of Las Vegas, I think of Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack and tuxedos and nice dresses and, you know what I'm saying, billion-dollar properties. And I just saw a lot of like fat, overweight, sick, older people look like the Marlboro Man walking around. And yeah, it wasn't easy on the eyes. It definitely wasn't. And I think maybe I'm just spoiled because Miami is, I think it's probably the mecca for hot women. We got Latinas from all over the country, and I didn't see too many attractive women over there. But that's just, I think just middle America for the most part is kind of ugly. But I see, I went to a Johnny Cash tribute show. You know, there wasn't too much things to do there. I like some of Johnny Cash's songs. The guy did a good job. It was entertaining. I had my tumbler. It was filled with Don Julio Repo and some mango juice that I made. Let me take a sip of that right here. That's my cup from the Horseshoe. So that helped me out. Yeah, so I don't recommend the Horseshoe for couples. If you're on a budget and you want to save some money and you're not really going to spend that much time in the resort, you're going to walk around, you're going to sightsee, you might go to the Grand Canyon, things of that nature, then you might want to go with the budget option. Moving on, we have the Shannon Sharpe debacle. And Shannon Sharpe dropped the bag. You know what I'm saying? Big time. Millions and millions of dollars he blew chasing an Instagram thought. OnlyFans girl, half his age. And it's his fault, 100%. I see this narrative online that they're trying to take a black man down and all this and that. Dude, it's 100% his fault. He was a mark. He's a mark. He's a buster. And he's no victim. You know what I'm saying? She was a hoe. I actually was following her before all this even happened. I don't even know how. When I saw her picture, I was like, yo, I follow that girl. She makes like content online where she's like doing splits in the gym and she's like bending over, putting her leg up in the gym, showing off her cooter cat. You know what I'm saying? And then she tries to sell you an OnlyFans subscription. I followed her because I follow a lot of fitness influencers because I'll be in the gym trying to get brolic. And one guy he was like, yo, look at this girl at the gym. She was doing the most. She had a little a tripod. She was spreading her legs open. He's like, look at this shit's going on in the gym. So I followed her. You know what I'm saying? So I've been following her. And she did what she was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. A real true 304. Turned OnlyFans into millions and millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So basically, she trapped him. She saw him coming a mile away. You know, Shannon Sharpe a couple months ago went on Instagram Live having sex. The audio leaked. No, it didn't leak because it was on Instagram Live. Somehow he hit live when he was, you know what I'm saying, doing the nasty, and you could hear it. Now I thought that was going to be the end of his career, but leave it up to Mr. Sharpe to one up. You know what I'm saying, his past mistakes, and now he did that, bro. And she's been lining him up for a long time. She's got phone recordings. Allegedly, she has a sex tape that they're gonna put out. She's saying that he was into BDSM and all this crap, and she's gonna expose him for that. He tried to settle out of court for $10 million. She wouldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? She's got that fucking scumbag lawyer, Tony Busby. He tried to sue Jay-Z. Jay-Z countersued him. I believe he represented Cassie. Don't quote me on that, on the Diddy trial, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But she's got that scumbag lawyer. And you know what I'm saying, today he was fired from ESPN. Now, he came out with a statement saying that he would be stepping down, but that's not true. ESPN sent him the email like, yo, we're going to give you a chance to resign. So it doesn't look that bad. He's saying he's going to be back. He's not going to be back. That's not how the game works. When you sign multi-million-dollar contracts with these companies, they have morality clauses in the contract. You know what I'm saying? And if a freaking sex tape comes out when you're choking, slapping, tying up a 19-year-old girl and you're in your 50s, you're never going to come back. And for that, you fumbled the bag. You fucked up. You're not a rookie. Shannon Sharpe is not a rookie. You've been in the game a long time. You've been an athlete a long time. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that in this country, you can't be a pussy hound anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's had his way with women his whole life. Growing up, being a jock, being an athlete, being a successful athlete. You know what I'm saying? Being a big, strong black guy that girls like. He probably had his way with a million women. But in 2025, you can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? When you're worth millions and millions of dollars, you can't do that. And especially not with an OnlyFans hoe. You know what I'm saying? Again, I give her all the credit. I'm pretty sure she has a pimp. I don't know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? But she did what she was supposed to do, which was turn her little cooter cat into multi-millions of dollars. And for that, I'm very proud of her. You know what I'm saying? And for whoever taught her that. Yeah. Think about how many hoes we know, Glizzy, that can't make $1 out of 15 cents out here. You know what I'm saying? She turned that into millions and millions of dollars with that mark. But serves him right. You can't be stupid. You know, maybe he's been a football player a lot of his life. Maybe he got hit in the head a lot. Maybe he might be suffering from some kind of traumatic brain injury or something where he's being reckless. You know, but I like Shannon Sharpe personally. I think he's a good character. You know what I'm saying? I like the way he talks about sports. I agree with him. I like the Shay Shay podcast. He's well spoken. You know what I'm saying? He's kind. He doesn't disrespect the, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't disrespect the guests on his show. He asks them good questions. They have good conversations. But when it comes to that, man, you got to be smarter than that. So, yeah, we're going to move on, bro. Kanye West did what with his cousin? Look, I stopped defending Kanye West a long time ago, dude. I understand that he's a broken man with mental health issues, right? I can't defend the anti-Semitism. I can't defend a lot of the things that he does, right? But at the end of the day, I respect him as an artist. And I respect his fearlessness, right? because it takes balls. It takes balls to say how you feel all the time and not worry about the repercussions of what you say. Yeah. And I respect that. But, bro, he said that I want to say what I want to say on YouTube, but I don't want to get this messed up. But basically, he says that he performed oral sex on his cousin most of his childhood. You know, that they were watching Korn when they were kids. And for many years, they reenacted the Korn that they saw. And come on, bro. Like, yo, you could have took that to the grave, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to listen to your music the same again after that. Yeah, it's kind of like Frank Ocean, right? Like, I always liked Frank Ocean's music. It was good music. But when you sit back and you realize that he's singing about another man, I can't connect with that the same. I don't care about anybody's sexual preference. I don't care if you're gay. It's 2025. You guys, nobody cares, dude. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to hold it against you. Nobody's going to hate you because of that. But I'm just saying, when it comes to music, I don't want to hear a love song about two dudes when I'm vibing in my car. And now he made a song called Cousins where he's like talking about it, bro. And it's just like, yo, that's crazy. Pause on Kanye. And somebody needs to take his phone or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wildin', cuz. Pause. That was crazy. Yeah. All right, moving on to some sports, bro. Aspinall and Jon Jones. Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones is officially going to be a fight. And it's going to be a great one. It's going to be a barn burner, and I am excited about it. I am worried for Jon Jones. You know what I'm saying? Tom Aspinall is fast, explosive, young, and he's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Jon Jones is the man, but he's got some grays in his beard. He looks to be suffering from head trauma. He's acting a little erratic. He's got a spare tire around his stomach as a heavyweight. He's got grays in his beard. I got grays in my beard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every day, every month, it seems to get worse. I also got Tootsie Slides doing dancing on both ears. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be a good one. Let's see what happens. I'm worried. I'm worried for Jon Jones. If I had to put my money on it, I'll go with Tom Aspinall. My heart is with Jon Jones, but my money's going to go with Tom Aspinall on this one. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? Jon Jones has a dark side, and he could dig deep, and he can make things happen. So let's see what happens. And we're going to wrap up the show with my last topic. Let me take a swig of some Don Julio real quick. Ooh, that shit hit different. Kevin Gates makes LeBron James look like a pussy, and he absolutely did. And I'll tell you why. Everybody knows that LeBron James pushed up on Stephen A. Smith for comments that Stephen A. Smith made against his son, right? It went viral. He pushed up on him. He said, yo, don't talk about my son, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It went viral. Big thing, right? Well, Kevin Gates, the rapper, basically was saying that he don't like the way that LeBron James' wife look at him or talks to him, right? Like, he thinks that she should be bowing her head when he walks by. Like, he's a king. He's the best player in the world. He's the best player of this generation. This is what Kevin Gates said. I'm not saying that. That's what Kevin Gates said. He's basically praising LeBron, but he don't like the way LeBron's wife treats him, looks at him, and talks to him. And that's what he said. So LeBron James writes out, like, kings don't take the opinions of peasants when they asked him, or he made a statement about what Kevin Gates said about his wife, right? Which I 100% understand, right? Because when you're a man and you're married, right, and somebody makes any kind of sideways remark about your wife, you have to crash out. You know what I'm saying? You got to crash out about three things in this world. You got to crash out about God. You got to stand up for God. You got to stand up for your wife. And you got to stand up for your kids. And, of course, you got to stand up for yourself, right? Now, when it comes to yourself, you might let it slide. It might not be worth it. It might not. Boom, boom, boom. God, wife, kids, crash out time. You know what I'm saying? Now, I heard what Kevin Gates originally said. It wasn't like super, super disrespectful. It wasn't like he was attacking LeBron's wife. He was just saying like, damn, LeBron James ain't an ordinary man. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James is a legend. LeBron James is a king. LeBron James he's him. You know what I'm saying? And she don't look at him like he's him. That's basically what he was saying. So, yeah, so LeBron came out and he said he said that he don't take his opinion because he's a peasant, this and that. So what Kevin Gates do? Kevin Gates buys front row seats to the Lakers game. We're talking about courtside with his wife, his new wife, Brittany Renner, which that's a whole nother thing, but we'll get into that. So he goes courtside. He got his shirt open. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there just watching LeBron play. And LeBron didn't say shit. Mr. Crash Out on Stephen A. Smith, this, that, didn't say nothing. Completely ignored him. You know what I'm saying? So why did you crash out on the harmless Stephen A. Smith, but you didn't crash out on Kevin Gates, right? When he said that about your wife. I think that was pussy. I think that was soft. I think if you're going to crash out on Stephen A., then you need to crash out on Kevin Gates. You know? But maybe he thought Kevin Gates wasn't the one to play with or whatnot. But I respect Kevin Gates for not rebuttaling LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? And getting into a Twitter finger beef with him. He just pulled up. He pulled up with his wife, and she was dressed full Muslim attire on his arm, looking at him like he was the man. You know what I'm saying? Cold move by Kevin Gates. I respect it. I liked it. You made your point. You made LeBron James look like exactly like you wanted him to look without even saying a word to him, which I thought was fire. Now, Kevin Gates is getting a lot of backlash because of his new wife, Brittany Renner, right? Brittany Renner, she has a past. You know what I'm saying? She's like a OnlyFans girl. She's been around. You know what I'm saying? Some people say she's been ran through or whatnot, and he's getting a lot of criticism for that. And I think that's bullshit. If Brittany Renner tried to give any of you guys a look, all you guys would break. She's a fine woman. You know what I'm saying? And she's very charismatic. She makes content online. She talks good. None of you guys would say no. You know what I'm saying? And, like, what constitutes ran through to you? Like, what does that mean, dude? You know what I'm saying? If she makes him happy, right? And she found a man that she could submit to, maybe she didn't find that before. And that's why she was outside being a 304. You know what I'm saying? But if she found a man who's an alpha, who she could submit to, then who are we to judge? Does she make him happy? Does she respect him? That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them as a couple. I hope they make it. The odds are stacked against people getting married nowadays. But I feel like if you find somebody, every woman has a past. Your girlfriend has a past. Your mom has a past. Your grandma has a past. You have a past. I have a past. You know what I'm saying? We've all, especially at our age, we've all been around, and I don't buy that narrative that she's ran through or she's been around the block or he's marrying this or he's marrying that. If that's what he wanted to do, he's a sound mind, sound character, and she makes him happy, well, that's all that matters, bro. So God bless them on their new marriage and their new relationship, and I wish them the best. Another topic we got, 50 Cent crashes out on Joe Budden. I love 50. Bro, 50 is my spirit animal. He's never let me down. You know what I'm saying? Never. So after Irv Gotti died, 50 made a post where he was smoking a hookah, and he said he was smoking on that Irv pack. So Joe Budden comes back and says 50 needs therapy on his podcast, right? Well, 50 didn't take kindly to that, and he started attacking Joe, right? Like, what are you talking about? I need therapy, punk. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my business out your mouth. You're the one who's walking around with your pants off, because Joe Budden says he sleepwalk. He got the police called on him because he was sleepwalking around his neighborhood naked or whatever. So 50 goes on his tirade, you know what I'm saying, starts trolling Joe Budden online, this and that. And 50's courtside at a basketball game, and they take a picture. He takes a picture, and Joe Budden is behind him, right? So he made a post like, yo, Joe Budden says I don't need therapy no more. You know what I'm saying? And then there's like pictures where he like pressing Joe Budden about it. So I think we all need that 50 energy in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop letting shit slide. You know? I don't know. I fight with that. You know what I'm saying? Internally, I fight with that. Because part of me wants to let shit slide, and part of me says, bro, if you kick sand on me in the sandbox when I was a kid, if I see you today, I'm going to get at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hold those grudges, man. I really do. I hold grudges from a long time, and something I work on myself to try to forgive and forget, but, man, sometimes F that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody does something to you that gets under your skin. You know what I'm saying? Get at them about it. But that's it. That's the Mr. Sanchez Show. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys need anything, holla at us. Holla at Glizzy. You know what I'm saying? We're here to help. We're here to collaborate. That's it. We appreciate you guys watching. Cheer. Peace.